What's up, Lego YouTube? Happy Friday. It's Senor Brickachino, and I got two awesome buildable license models in front of me. So today we're going to be going through a detailed review of the brand new Mattel Brick Shop Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. And we're going to be comparing with the Lego counterpart, the Porsche 911 Turbo. Why I picked these? Why I picked Turbo to compare with the Mercedes-Benz? Well, German sports car, German icon. I hope you see where I'm going with that. They do have some similarities, and they're both from the past century. They're a little bit few years apart in terms of when they came out, but they're from a similar era, and they're both iconic cars that, 911 is second to none. Everyone knows the 911 Porsche, and then the 300 SL is one of the first, you could call a modern day sports car in the last century. So these are both iconic cars. So I'm going to talk about what I like about the new Mattel Brick Shop Mercedes-Benz. I'm going to compare that to what I like in my Porsche 911 build, and then I'm going to talk about what additional items came with this Mercedes-Benz 300 SL that I wish Lego would make, and vice versa. Before I get started though, thank you all for supporting my channel. Thank you all for liking, commenting on videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to reaching my next target, which is 500 subscribers. Like I mentioned in the post, if you help me get to 500 subscribers by Halloween, which is my birthday, if you help me get there by Halloween, I will host a live stream and I'll give away a Lego set on the live stream. So I really do want to, reward you all for following my journey and sticking around, subscribing to my channel. So please do so I could have this live stream, maybe build a cool set, and also give one away to one lucky subscriber on my channel. So if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel, and let's get started with today's video. Let's take a deep dive on the Mercedes-Benz. Let's start off the review of this Mercedes-Benz 300 SL by taking a 360 view of this car. So you got the front of the car with the license plate, MGSL. You got a little Hot Wheels logo in there. Let's see if we can zoom in. There we go, nice and cool. The Mercedes-Benz logo. Let's go around. We got these cool little hubcaps, all metallic, by the way. If I beat on it, it's not plastic. Same in the back. And then you got those nice curves around the car. You see the 300 SL around the back, and a license plate, which has an actual number combination like you would see in Europe. You got the exhaust pipe down here. And then if we go back around this way, you see the mirror, which is also metallic, in this side of the car. So that's all nice and stuff. So this car, let's take a look at the box, right? So we have the box right here. The box, 1,600 pieces. It's meant for 17 plus, produced by Mattel Brick Shop. Comes with the Hot Wheels, which I'm gonna show later, and retails for $129, which is what I paid for this car. Oh, and has metal parts. So if you see this top strip, that's where all the metal parts came, including the hubcaps from the wheels. So let's talk about some of the features of this car. First things first is, if you know about the 300 SL, this car is iconically known for its gull wing doors. So we're able to open the doors, and then there's a little trigger here that I could put down the trigger. If I could zoom in, there we go. It hinges on this little plate, so the door stays up. And likewise, we could do that on the other side. So if I go around here and then I move this little hinge thing, the doors stay up. So just like that, we got our gull wing doors standing up. So that's nice. If you look inside the interior, you see these are not stickers. These are printed sheets. So this is the look of the seat. And then you got the cool little steering box. The shift gear, and it actually has full range of motion, so that's pretty cool. And then if you look out back, probably get a better angle from here, there is a suitcase there which is held on. There's a lot of sunlight today. There we go. This thing is held on by 2 rubber bands in there. And of course these 2 pieces, the front windshield and the back windscreen, these are custom pieces. So this is one big piece and this is one separate piece too. You got the steering wheel right here, which works. If you see me move the steering wheel, you can see the front wheel moving right there, likewise. And then beautiful classic dashboard inside there with the mirror, also metallic. So it's got a lot of cool metallic parts. 300 SL. Let's take a look at this dashboard from the passenger side. You look inside here, see a 300 SL, really beautiful colors inside there. So, you know, I showed you one of the features of this car, which is the gull-wing doors. If you look at this little thing right here, so you know how in cars you have the pop the hood trigger. So if I push this thing up, you see my hood pop. So this is a cool little push to action to open up my my hood. So if I open up my hood, I see my engine details here. So you can see there's a lot of the pistons there. You can see a little bit of the wiring, which is used metal rubber band piece to put together. And then really cool detailed engine inside. Of course, I'm not the biggest gearhead, so I probably won't have all the appropriate details here. I do apologize for that. But in terms of like details for construction set, I think this is really nice. And of course, you could push this thing back down to close this. Like I mentioned, there's a mirror here, which is metallic, and a mirror inside there, which is also metallic. All these parts here are plastic, but the hubcaps are metallic. So this is metal. This one here is metal. Where am I? I'm touching the wrong thing. This is metal as well on both sides. So that's pretty nice. Put our doors down. So I'm gonna lift this thing, push it in, push this pin inside, the doors down. So you see the front of the car. This is a custom piece with this metallic insertion, the Mercedes logo. So that's nice and cool. You got the bumper details done in chrome. Of course, it's not actual chrome, but you know, this is using brick pieces, but it's still pretty cool. Let's take a look at the back of this car. So the back of this car has the trunk, right? And of course, you see the sleek details, same on both sides. So you see this metallic looking pieces, and then these 2 little pieces right there. So I could open the trunk likewise. Of course, it's not gonna stand up in place, but there is a little crowbar here that I could lift up. And this crowbar is gonna hold our trunk together. Now, if you look inside here, there's a spare tire. I hope you can see the spare tire. And there's a spare license plate for the front because they use a custom Hot Wheels license plate. You see the tail light details here as well. So not much in there, but you know, really cool, well put together. And of course the exhaust pipe running underneath. So let me close this up. Another cool detail under the car that I want to show you is, if you look here, there's a special Hot Wheels metal plate that also doubles as a keychain. So if you want to use that as a keychain, you're welcome to pop it off and use it as a keychain. But otherwise, it slides in under a car, and you can see the structure of the car underneath. So that is the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. Let's take a look at the Porsche and take a look at some of the finer details there and compare. So Porsche 911. Iconic car. This was a Lego set that was produced a few years ago, which is still available on the Lego shop if you're interested. Of course, because Porsche is a rear engine car, the front of the car is the trunk space. You have the extra license plates here, all nice and stuff. You got the iconic 911 look from the front, European license plate down here, all good. Really nice flush look. By the way, the other car is a nice flush look as well. And you know, pieces fit well. The door opens likewise. And the interior is brick built, but doesn't really have any print pieces like the Mercedes does. So this is really well put together, by the way. So these chairs use cool building techniques. You have the little gear shift right there. You have the steering wheel, which also works, by the way. Let's demonstrate. You can see the wheel turning as I turn the wheel, so this works fine. The dashboard is very simplistic, doesn't really have the details, there's no point of going around. And then there's a back seat there, which obviously the Mercedes-Benz doesn't have. You probably take a look through the window right here. You can see the back. So that's all cool and stuff, but let's look at the back. This is a very iconic Porsche look. So you have Porsche, you have the license plate, you have the exhaust pipe down here, the turbo logo here, you have the cool black spoiler, which is nice. And then if we open up, you see the engine details. So the engine is in the back, like I said, for this car. It's a rear engine car. I think it's a 6-cylinder, if I remember correctly. And then you see the cool little engine details here. So just like the Mercedes-Benz, they've done a good job detailing out the engine in the car. So that's all cool. Put them side by side. Two iconic German race cars, like I mentioned. Yeah, so those are the two reviews of the cars. Let's bring it back and talk about what else could be done with this cars, what other accessories are there, and do our final thoughts on these cars. So let's bring it back. We're bringing it back together. I hope you guys enjoyed my look through these cars. Like I said, I don't want to get too technical. I'm not a gearhead myself. I love cars, but if you ask me to go under the hood, I'd probably go under the wrong hood. So probably not the right person to ask for any mechanical expertise with your cars. But in terms of a construction build, I think these are great. There's a lot of good details in both the Mercedes and the Porsche. Of course, the main details I see is that Mattel Brick Shop did a lot more custom printed pieces, whereas the Lego Group focus on just giving you the build experience, not really giving you a lot of custom pieces, which is fine too, because you do have, you know, the nice Porsche logo right here. You have the turbo in the back. You have the Porsche built out in the back. So there are printed pieces. It's just the Mercedes offers a lot more print pieces, so you get a lot more bang for your buck right there. And of course, in terms of price comparison, the Mercedes-Benz came with 1,600 pieces. That's correct, for $129. The Porsche has 1,458 pieces for $170. So there's a $40 difference in the two, which is a good chunk of money. Not to say that this car is not worth the money. This is very much the build is very well worth the money. And of course, I've seen on sale too, so it's not, you don't have to always shell out $170. But for $130 to get this with the prints and all the details that you have in this car, I think that's fantastic. Also, not to mention, there are customization options for both. So for the turbo, you could customize it as a Targa. So there's additional 2 bags that you would take out the roof and you rebuild the back, take off the spoiler. So essentially you turn it to a car without the rooftop. So it'd be like more like a summer car, I guess you could say that. And then for the Mercedes-Benz, you could turn it into more of a sports car. So there's a whole sticker sheet available. I don't know where my sticker sheet went. Sticker sheet available, and you could use the sticker sheet to plaster your car in and turn it into a sports car. One nice thing that I really appreciate, because I do collect special edition Hot Wheels and metallic diecast cars, 164 edition, is that the Mercedes-Benz came with this 164 metal version of it and a nice acrylic case. So this is a nice bonus that came with the set. And I think this is very underrated because, you know, obviously Hot Wheels is known for producing these cars, and because Mattel Brick Shop owns Hot Wheels, they are able to leverage that product license and do that. So I think this is a very nice addition to this build, that you get this beautiful build, a lot of cool custom pieces, but also get this diecast version, small version of that. So I really appreciate that. And I kind of wanted to look at my Hot Wheels diecast collection and see what we could compare these cars to, and also what other cars would look cool in Lego form, Lego or, you know, brick form in general, that we don't currently have. So I have this Elite 64 300 SL. I hope you could see it. And this is the sports version. So this is the one that's stickered over. So this is obviously, you know, a different iteration of the same 300 SL. And I guess if I take off the clamshell, you probably get a better look. So let's do that. car's out of a clamshell, so you see the box art on here, so you see what the car look like, sticker over. It's a little bit of background on the car, some details. It is an inline 6 engine. There we go. So there's our detail. Inline 6, 4-speed manual, produced between 1954 and 1957. So again, this is more of a sports car version. Really cool details. And of course, for this one, if you look at it, the gull wing doors are present, so you can still open the doors likewise. So that's all cool. I didn't have a Porsche 911 in my collection, so I couldn't really find a comparable one. But what I did have is a Porsche 964, which is the closest version to this car that I could find. And look at this color. And of course, I'm going to take it off to give it proper justice. This thing is beautiful. Chrome details, nice paint job. Of course, you can see the art on this car. This is part of the Red Line Club, so they release cars sporadically throughout the year. You join the club, it's like $10 to join, and you have access to all these beautiful cars if you want to get them. So yeah. So this is the closest I can find to the Porsche 911. Really cool car. And maybe, hey, maybe Lego will make this in this color version, or maybe Mattel Brick Shop will take advantage of the Hot Wheels licensed cars and do something with that. The two cars, so let's put this to the side now. Two cars that I would love to see made in brick form. Let's crack them open and see what they are. This is Mini GT, which is another diecast producing company. And they partner with Kaido House, who's a really talented designer, to produce this special BMW M3 version. And I think this will look fantastic in Lego form. So if we could appreciate, let's see if we could zoom in on this car. If we could appreciate the details on this car, can you imagine this in brick form? I mean, this is just, I'm a big BMW fan. I own one myself. This is fantastic. So if we ever got this produced in brick form, I think Lego fans who are also car enthusiasts would be really excited about it. So that's one car that I think would look really good in brick form. And then taking away from the German icons and kind of bringing it to US icons, another special edition Hot Wheels. This was, of course, a Christmas car, I believe. This was a Christmas car for 2024. This is the 1961 Chevy Impala. Let's take a look at this one. Let's zoom in. This, of course, is a very iconic car in US. And I think car lovers around the world would appreciate the Lowriders 64 Impala. So this will look great in Lego form too. I know Lego or Mattel Brick Shop, if you're listening, you could definitely produce this. This is a really nice car. And then the one nice thing I like about this is that because it's a lowrider, you could, and it has the wheels that you could play around with. I could do this, pop my wheels out, and then let's see if I could place it. And I could do that with the car. Right? That's so cool. I really like that. So there's a lot they could do with this car. Lowriders are cool. This is a part of a car culture tradition in US. So yeah, I really think there's a lot of leeway. And there's a lot of other cars that I have too that would look cool. But just off the top of my head, those are a few that I would love to see in Lego form at some point in the future. Whether it will happen or not, you know, we shall see. But yeah, so that is my review of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL produced by Mattel Brick Shop, comparison against Porsche 911 Turbo, and some cool Hot Wheels and Kaido House collectibles that are compared to the Lego version of the car and that would look cool in Lego version. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you liked this review of the cars and kind of a little bit of a digression on other cars that would look cool in Lego form. And if you do like this video, leave a like. Please comment on the video. I'll leave your thoughts below. If you, like I said, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. It really helps us grow. helps me grow, rather. I have a lot more cool content coming up. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will be seeing you soon. Enjoy your weekend.